Hey everyone, my name is Nathan Payne. Welcome back to another episode of Blu Ocean Crypto. So actually I've been getting a fair bit of DMs asking me what's the best way to protect loot. Now I know a lot of us already know the answer to that, how to stop phages, but because I've been getting a fair few messages, especially from newer players or people that are like HQ7, HQ8, I just thought it would be good to do this video so everyone could get a proper understanding, so we're all on the same page. So without further ado, let's jump right in.
I want to play.
Okay, so now that we're in game, the boss squirrel was actually the first person to really figure this out. I know some of us kind of already knew about it, but he put this base together in particular to stop phages. And I've seen a lot of people copy the base since then, so kudos to him for that. But it's really very simple. It has to do with using the double layered walls. That's it. That's the only trick. Now, you would have naturally figured this out if you were attacking with phages, because then you'd realize these are the kind of bases you don't want to attack. However, if you're HQ7, you're HQ8, you're probably just using your regular armies, especially if you're in like the 2800 cups range or a little bit lower, and you're trying to figure out how to collect loot. This is a pretty decently easy base just to copy manually as well. I have seen some people do triple wall layers. It doesn't quite do the full round, but I have also seen a couple of people make a few mistakes. So I just want to point out what a mistake would be. Say you remove a line of wall right here and you just have a single layer, almost like how the boom carts used to work. Say you were to drop a phage up here, they'll still try to break through the double wall. But if you were to drop a phage here, they're going to actually wrap around to find that weak spot where that one wall layer is. So you really do have to make sure that you've fully enclosed your storages in order to protect them from the phages. I have seen a couple people do another variation where literally just all the storages are in the middle with the double wall, and then they have the defenses around in kind of a third layer. I'm going to do some variations of this base probably in the next week or so when I get a lot of my structures finished, and kind of get to max HQ9. That's when I'll start doing a lot of building. But really, this is the main thing. And like I said, this is mostly for players who are not maxed. I know most of you guys already knew all this. But like I said, there's actually been a fair bit of newer players asking me, how do I protect my loot? So I want you guys to understand this is how we're doing it. We're using the double layered walls. Now I'll give you an example here because I thought this is another base that I want to make an edit on that I think would actually do quite well with the doubled layers. And it's my old egg base, because what I could simply do is just move in all these walls, right? And start making a second layer. And if I essentially do that all around the base, it'll effectively do the same thing, right? Like, I'll just give you guys a preview here. I would just do this, right? Now, if you're doing the zigzags, you got to be careful. This technically isn't necessarily a double wall layer because there's that little gap in between. So you kind of do have to go a little thicker on some spots. You can test it against yourself too. Like, put the base together, test attacking with a couple phages, and just see if that's going to work. But you can make a lot of alterations to pre-existing bases just to get the double wall layer. Like, obviously I'd have to do something over here with the turrets because I only got a single layer there, or I might have to move those traps so I can move in the oil storage. But that's it. You just want to get those double layer walls. You want to fully encapsulate where all of your storages are. That's really going to help you guys protect your loot, especially if you're noticing phages and skyfires are taking a lot of loot. And really, this works all the way up. You can use it at any HQ range. I just know, like I said, a lot of people have been asking me recently, HQ7 or 8, how to protect their loot. This is how we're doing it. Now, I haven't taken the time to build a double layered wall, mostly because I'm constantly using my loot the moment I have enough to do an upgrade. And I'm also being careful with shields. You can see I got a 2-day shield right now. So if I did need to protect my loot a little bit more carefully, absolutely, I would be doing that. So hope this video helped you guys. Thanks so much for being subscribed to the channel. It really makes a big difference. Do me a favor and smash that like button, and we'll see y'all in the next one. Cheers.